Alright guys, we are back with another one, and today we're going to be testing a piece of ceramic tile, 12 by 12 tile. I know a lot of people's like, yeah, it's not white, it's beige. I bought it from Home Depot for like, I think it was on clearance for like $6. But it doesn't even matter the color because we're going to be painting it anyways. So we're going to be trying an image that I want to do on tile. First thing we're going to do is start off with a coat of Rust-Oleum gloss white. We're going to start at the bottom, work our way up, and come back down. Just a nice thick overlapping coat. The color of the tile doesn't even matter. And some people like, well, it's not the white tile method. No, it's not. It's not the white tile method, but it's still going to be protected the way that I protect it. I use epoxy, and it will be protected. Boom, there we go. We're going to be using the XTOOL D1, and only thing we're going to do is we're going to size the image in Gimp, but we're going to use all the features of lightburn to show that lightburn is capable of engraving just as good as using any other software. So y'all stick around. We're going to let this dry, then we're going to come back and hit it with a coat of Rust-Oleum gloss black, and we're going to start this amazing burn. Y'all stick around. Alright guys, we're back. It's been about 3.5 hours. Now we're going to put on our coat of Rust-Oleum gloss black. One coat all the way up the tile. Simple, easy. Let's get her done. Gonna start at the bottom, work our way all the way up. Little quick test spray. Okay. There we go. That's our coat of Rust-Oleum gloss black. We're gonna go ahead and drop our images in Gimp and get everything edited while we're waiting on this coat to dry. Y'all stick around. Alright guys, this is the image that we chose to engrave today. This is a 1985 plastic, The Last Dragon, and that right there is SHO'NUFF. SHO'NUFF. Alright guys, so first thing we do to our image, this image right here actually was a little bigger. I downloaded it in my phone. I have an Android Samsung Galaxy, and I cropped the picture a little bit. I pretty much put it on a 1:1 ratio, which makes it easier since I'm using a 12 by 12 tile. I went ahead and changed it on my phone to a 1:1, which is going to be equal. So when I loaded into this program, Gimp, only thing I do, I go to image, and I go to image, and I go to scale image, and change pixels to inches, which is 12 by 12. When I first loaded it into Gimp, it was like at a 2.36, I believe, but I just changed that number to 12. So if you have a Galaxy phone or an Apple phone, then you can change the image to a 1:1 by cropping it to a 1:1. Go ahead and do that. So when you load it into Gimp, it doesn't change the resolution. The only thing it's doing is maximizing it. It's just pretty much timing, times 6 or times 5. You know what I mean? It's gonna stay even. Your resolution gonna be the same, pretty much. All right, so I scaled it, and that's all we're gonna be doing in Gimp because we're gonna be doing most of our work in lightburn. So we're gonna go ahead and file, and we'll export as SHO'NUFF 2021 ready 1. Hit export. We'll just hit replace. Make sure your quality is at 100%. Boom, there we go. We're gonna load it over in lightburn. Get this thing started. All right guys, so we got our image loaded into lightburn. We're gonna be only using lightburn software to do all the editing to engrave this image. I was asked by one of my subscribers to do a step-by-step, so that's what we're doing. So the image has been, first it has been changed to crop to a 1x1 inside of my cell phone. I emailed it to myself, and then I resized it in Gimp to be a 12x12 because we're working with a 12x12 ceramic tile. And now we're gonna go through some of the things that we would do in lightburn before we start this amazing burn. So first off, to change anything like brightness and all that stuff, you will look for shape properties. If it's not there, you'll jump over here to this window and find it. It's right down here on this list. So if anything ever disappears, this is where you'll go look. All right, we're gonna jump over here to shape properties. We're gonna run it down. So power scale, don't worry about that because we're gonna be changing it and everything. But gamma, people wanna know what gamma does. So gamma, if you lower it, the lower you go, the brighter the image is. You know what I mean? It'll brighten up. You can look at all that. You can see all the detail in the jacket and everything. When it's at 1.0, that is original. That's original. That's nothing. If you need the image to be darker, you do the same. You do the opposite. You go up. The higher the gamma, the darker the image. Me, I pretty much like where I already got it. Probably leave it at right there, probably 950. We'll change it to 950. Contrast, everyone knows what contrast, it'll darken up also, but we don't need to bother contrast at all. We're good. Brightness, you can change. Everyone knows it's pretty simple stuff here. You will just adjust it to what you think it should be. And I'll give you a little tip right now. Light burn itself, it burns lighter than what the picture is. So normally if I just put a picture in Gimp and go through a big Gimp and plug in, I just hit play when I get in the light burn, and it comes out great. In light burn, the image looks way lighter than what it normally would if you was using Gimp. So I turn the brightness down a little bit. So I'll probably turn it down 3, about -3 for brightness. And that's all I really do in shape properties. You can do a lot of other things. You can adjust the picture in all type of different ways, but shape property is your best friend when you're loading a raw image into lightburn and it's too dark or it's too light. So that's what I use. We're gonna go to cuts and layers. For this burn, we're gonna be using 6,000 speed and 43% power. Yeah, I boosted the power some because I wanted to really cut through and really reveal that white underneath that black, and I wanted to just, show a lot of detail. So I went up to 43 just to make sure my whites are white or my off grays are off grays, and just to make the picture look great. We're gonna be using negative image. Because we're not using a big Gimp and plug-in and we're loading the picture directly into lightburn, we're gonna be using negative image because we're doing the white and black. You know what I mean? The black is your negative. So make sure that this negative image button is on, or you're gonna get the reversed effect and it's gonna just look like you're not gonna really be able to make out no detail. It's gonna be reversed. So white would be black and black would be white. When you hit the negative image button, it'll show exactly how the image is supposed to be. Line interval, we're gonna be using 304 DPI. So 0.04 for line interval, which is a 304 DPI. Scan angle, you can do whatever you like. Some people like 180, some people like 90 degrees. Me, I like 0 because I'm recording, so I started at the bottom. 180 will start at the top. 90 would be the left or the right. Negative would be the right, or negative would be the left. Positive would be the right, 90 degrees. So that's that. We're gonna be using image mode of Jarvis. You got a whole list of them right here. You gotta find your own. The big Gimp and plugin, use Newsprint. That's what the big Gimp and plugin use. I like to use Jarvis when I'm not using the big infant plug-in, and it just worked for me. Pass-through is not on, and that's it. That's it right there. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna click it. We're gonna hit preview. Turn the invert off so you can see how it looks. So this is how it will look, just regular. When you invert it, it'll show you exactly how it's gonna turn out, and that's how it's gonna turn out. It's gonna be an amazing burn. Like always, it's gonna be an amazing burn. Says it's gonna take a total of 2 hours and 24 minutes and 14 seconds, and I'm ready for it. If you ain't know, SHO'NUFF, it's gonna be an amazing burn. Y'all stick around. Alright guys, our tile is dry. We got everything set up. Before we start this amazing burn, man, I just want to say thank you to everyone. We just hit around 6,070 subscribers, and we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and we will get there with all of you great people watching my content. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is going to be an amazing burn. Y'all already know SHO'NUFF. It's going to be amazing, man. I want to send a shout out to all of my Patreons. I appreciate y'all supporting me. A lot of y'all have been with me for about at least 7-8 months, man. I really appreciate it, man. You don't know what it means to me to have people out there that really support my channel and just supporting me overall. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna go ahead and hit shift and frame and make sure everything is set up correctly. Looking pretty good. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and start this thing. Y'all stick around to check out this amazing burn.
It's not a Gimp, it's a rich thing.
Perfect.